warm welcome to you Capricorns, namaste, and lovely to see you all. Guys, this is your September reading with me for 2017. We will be using 3 different decks for the reading, 12 cards in all. Just sit back and relax and follow through. I will explain it to you as we go. So Capricorn, let's see what's in store for you guys. Strength, I really like that card. The King of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and the Fool. Oh, I like your first top line. Before we started the reading, I sat down and intoned a few messages for you, and I got the energy of solar plexus, which is about strength, the colour yellow, and the name Michael, the angel Michael, and the word strength, actually, because I've got the notes written down. And I see that the first card out was strength, and we're definitely into that whole energy of the solar plexus and picking up along those lines. So we'll see how that pans out through the reading. Oh wow, and we've got the 8 here as well, which is the strength card. So really nice when synchronicity happens like that. You know, you spend time, as I did beforehand, just focusing on the energies for Capricorn and individual messages, and the word strength, Michael, yellow, and solar plexus had come out, and we're seeing it very brightly shine through the actual reading. So strength is going to be a big thing for you in September. Let's just see how the message plays out and how we connect it all together. This is your last row here. Winter. Easy does it. Spiritual teacher. And perfect timing. Okay. So, as I say, I had already started the reading off with the format in mind of strength and Archangel Michael. So some of you will either be needing strength in this month coming up and pulling on it, or some of you will be regaining strength that you have lost over a period of time. So the reading itself works this way. So this is the first week, this is the second, that's the third, and of course that's the 4th week over there. So we will start with the first week where we have the strength. Well, before we do that, we have 3 major arcanas. So we have 2 of the strength card and 1 of the Fool. We also have 2 pentacles here, a wand, a cups, and a sword. So nice mix. You've got a nice mix of things going on. So in that first week we have strength, the 5 of pentacles, and we have winter card down the bottom. These two go hand in hand because traditionally the 5 of pentacles is very much a winter card, showing 2 people out, feeling left out in the cold and on their own a little bit. And this winter card has the same sort of chilly feel to it, but we'll work through the messages. So strength is about your emotional well-being and your emotional strength. There could be a situation early in September where it requires you to utilize this energy in your life. Something about a decision you may have to make, or a situation you are going through and you're going to need to apply strength. You can either call upon it if you have this readily available, or you are going to be given it. You are either going to be given it as an extra support, or you're going to find it, you know, the strength that you perhaps, as I say, had lost somewhere along the way. The 5 of Pentacles talks to us about sometimes financial hardship and change. So some people could see monetary tie-ups or a little bit less money coming in. There could be an outstanding bill or a debt that turns up that you hadn't expected or you had forgotten about. Some of you may leave your job and be unemployed for a while. Some of you may have to take a pay step down for some reason, or some of you may have to pay out to support someone else, and that leaves you with a little bit less money yourself. The other implications of the card are often too that relationships can be a little bit tense at this time. We can sometimes see when this card turns up that partnerships can move aside. Now this can be business partnerships or love relationships, and they can just be at the end of a journey and it's time to move on. So each one of you will feel the card's energy in a different manner, and it will affect you differently depending on your circumstances. I think this last card down here kind of has a bit of a message tied to it, because it says the answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So if this is associated here with this card about a change coming in your material and perhaps relationship status, it could either be, for the people in the southern hemisphere, winter is just coming to an end, so it could be effective right now, and you may find resources moving forward, and you may find situations or people who are there to help you transpire into a new movement forward. For those in the northern hemisphere, it may be that an event occurs now that has a trajectory of a few more months before it pans out or stabilizes, because you'll be working on it to progress it, and it's just a timing event. So often when we get timing cards, they are relative, and they are saying to us, be patient. Like if your winter isn't here yet, it's a few months away, you might just have something going on that is working through a timing event. So I feel you've got the strength to do it. I feel you either pull upon your own internal Capricornian strength, which is very, very powerful. You know, you're one of the most grounded, and you're one of the strongest when you need to be. So it's not bad or anything. It's just that it feels tied in. It definitely feels tied in. But I think it's good for you guys. It will bolster your self-confidence. We come to this one. We see the King of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the card Easy Does It. So the King of Swords is often a slightly older person who could be to do with communication. Sometimes he's even about signing documents or agreements or contracts. And this one here, partnerships and alliances, works very well as well. It's almost as if there's a new bunch of people coming into your life that form some new, not tradition, but grouping. And again, this could be business grouping, it could be personal as well, but it has a feeling of business success or business or career around you. It's tied up somehow with your creative resources, which is often tied up with career. And it is definitely involving more than one person. So there's some sort of liaison and alliance, possibly with two, yourself and another, but it could be even more. So it does also lend itself to a personal partnership. But again, it ties succinctly with strength. And it's also on the diagonal here with the strength card. So there's something about it strengthening you and giving you some sort of boost or bolster and feeling really good about it. It could be through a signed contractual obligation or document or accreditation or legal thing that it comes about. It could be that this person who's involved in it is an air sign person, so that's a possibility as well. Then the card down the bottom, Easy Does It. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you. So there's something here for you guys about not pushing it too hard. So if you've got something on the table that you're really wanting to get through, and again, this could be work related or career, or it's a project you're working on, they're telling you to just ease up a bit. Things are happening behind the scene that you're probably not aware of. And definitely letting the need to control every single nuance of it, just allow other people to have a little bit of input, and also have natural timing, cosmic timing, to have a designated role in it as well. And you will find that the answers will come to you and they will be more successful. Okay, so letting go of the need to control everything is very important. Even though we've gained the strength and power, we have to know when to use it. And sometimes we just have to sit back and take it easy. So coming to this third week, 10 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and Spiritual Teacher. The 10 of Cups is beautiful. Again, this is about the progression and harmony. You've got two sets of hands both holding each other up. And again, they're diagonally connected. Somewhere in your life, there is someone in for you who is so supportive and nurturing and giving, and they love you, and they're ready to do almost anything for you. And as I say, it could also be through a business liaison as well, but even if it is through that, they feel very positive about you and they hold you in high regard or esteem. So you have a great, intensely strong reading, not just for yourself and regaining your strength if you'd lost it, but also this message is coming from others in your life who cherish you and who believe you are, a solid, committed person at many, many levels, and they just partner up with you and they are helping to get you to your points and pivotal points of success. So you're not alone. In case you thought you were, Capricorn, you are not alone. Beautiful card, a success, love, harmony, happiness within relationships, sometimes family relationships or love relationships. The 10 can be about ending a cycle and knowing that there's a new lovely cycle on the cusp of arriving. And interestingly enough, the Fool is looking right in here. So there's definitely new business coming in your life, and it's probably from you, and it's probably new directions and challenges and growth and learning. It's an interesting reading this. It's deeper than it appears, and I think you could go on a long time with it, but it's important too that you each individually pick up the specific energies about what you want it to be and where it affects you. That's little Enzo waking up. The 7 of Pentacles is patience and planning. And again, what a wonderful message. And you are very, very good at having patience and having good planning. That's how you get ahead in life, Capricorns. You're not sort of, rushing into things and all drama queen activity and whimsical crap. You're the solid, dependable earth energy that provides and works hard for it and puts 1 + 1 = 2, and you go forward from there. And it's rewarding you for that. And it's saying every time you utilize your patience and planning, you just go further and further and further with it. So it's a good sign, especially for your finances. It's telling you that you're on the right track and that to keep going, don't give up, and your rewards will be coming. We come down to the 4th card, which Enzo managed to walk across. It says Spiritual Teacher. So it says your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. So for some of you, this may very well be the case, and that you could be wonderful teachers for people in your life, whether they're your family, your children, siblings, friends, work colleagues. You might just have a special ability to nurture the love of spirituality in people's lives, and that's indeed a gift. And some of you, it may be that you find a spiritual teacher that embellishes your life and gives you growth and learning and support and knowledge and awareness. So it could be any of those in particular, but there may be a real spiritual feel in this 3rd week of September, and it may be all tied into the people in your life. With when we have this up here and that down here, they're kind of like synchronistically bonding or something. We come to the 4th week, we see the Fool, the Power card, which is the Strength again, and perfect timing. This is a very, very powerful alignment in here. So 2 major arcanas together. This is the 2nd time that it has turned up in the reading, so that a message is replicated and duplicated and empowered even more. So as I said at the very beginning, strength and power for you is a big thing for September. You can really harness it and you can grow with it. If any of you have had this issue of feeling down or blocked or jaded or anxious or worried, you need to grab onto the power side of life and pull that positive manifestation and harness it and grow it and nurture your strength. Get that Capricorn strength going. This Fool, he's looking back a little bit in time, and he is kind of considering changes that are coming his way. This can be any change. It can be very spiritual, which might be another message for this one down here. So he often finds some epiphany or moment within that he has reached an apex, and he says, I'm changing. I'm going in a new direction. I'm leaving behind the old. So for many of you, this could be the cusp of a new era in your life. It could be a turning point of an age. You know, some of you might have reached a new decade this year, or finished a part of a chapter of your life, whether it be career or studies or relationships or financial points. But the Fool often harnesses new beginnings, very much about yourself and your own desires and your direction. You are the most important person in your life, and the Fool always tells us that and reminds us. And so then we see the power, again, the strength, and it's just being reinfused to you. Whatever your passions and dreams are, whatever your desires are, wherever your heart is telling you to go, utilize your power and follow it. Pick it up, flow with it, go with it, energize it, activate it. And I seem to have said this so many times in your reading, but it just keeps coming through. It's just like boom, boom, boom. Tell them, tell them. So yeah, guys, don't feel the fear this month. No, there's that better saying. It's feel the fear and do it anyhow. But don't let the fear stop you from moving forward. You've got it. You've got it hatched and dispatched. The last card, wonderful card to finish with, perfect timing. This is the right time for you to move forward. Gosh, you know, I hadn't actually even read that message until just now. We're talking about moving forward, the Fool, with power and knowing that your innate inner power is what drives you, and this perfect timing to move forward now. I said, didn't I, that this was a very powerful alignment towards the end of September. And these aren't set in stone time-wise. They can mutate and flow throughout the month as well, because we've been sort of doing that with the cards, you know, coming up onto angles. So there's free flow design within the reading as well. So don't think it's all limited specifically to a set time. But they're saying, yep, you guys are heading forward. You are heading forward personally, at a personal growth level, at gaining your strength or regaining it, at learning at spiritual levels. You know, wonderful place to be, Capricorn, and it may have come about from the eclipses in August, because they're very powerful and they will affect a lot of us in a lot of ways. So often the eclipses are covering off stuff that has been hidden and we haven't really been able to connect with. You sometimes in the bottom of your heart, you just know that you're either not in the right place, or you know you're not with the right people, or you're not doing the right job, or there's something missing and you feel it, but you don't know how to get out of it or to move forward. Well, the eclipse is what opens the doors to enable those connections. And so I feel for a lot of you, that's what will have happened. So wow, yeah, lovely reading. Once we really got into it, it exploded with beautiful messages and strength and power. Just love it. Great reading, Capricorns. So go forth with your new direction and all the new stuff that is happening for you, and know that the timing is right, and when it's meant to happen in life, it will, and it's called perfect timing. Thank you everyone for tuning in and listening and being part of the channel. I love that you like, sub and leave your comments. And I thank you all for helping me to become number 19 of the top 100 psychics on the internet capacity. So thank you again, guys. Much love. Namaste.